freeze drying my own non-fat milk that I purchased from the store, freeze drying it and turning it into a powder so I could use it for my bread machine. You can use it for cereal, in your coffee. I mean, there's tons of different things that you can use it for. I don't always buy cow's milk. It's very rare that I ever drink cow's milk. I usually tend to go for more coconut milk, oats milk, but this is great for your bread machine. I have a bread machine, and so I use it for that because when you add that non-fat milk powder to your bread machine, it gives it a better consistency in the bread, and it helps the bread on the outside turn a nice golden brown. But I do have my non-fat milk in the freeze dryer. It's just about done, and we're going to jar that up. My milk is just getting done, and so we're going to take that out and we're going to jar it up so I can start making some bread in my bread machine. So right now we are sitting at 47 hours that my milk has been freeze drying. You can see all the ice build up on the edge of the machine, and all of the water content in my milk, and freezing it to the sides of the machine. So all that's left is the actual milk itself left inside. So I've been having it run for 47 hours so far. It's got 6 hours left. I'm gonna check it right now. If it's fully dry, then we're gonna take it out and we're gonna preserve it. This is non-fat cow's milk, and we freeze dried this. It has been running for 47 hours. And so we're just going to, yes, this is fully dry. So what we're looking for is for the texture to be crumbly, but we also want to check for cold spots. We want to make sure that none of this is cold. So I got my thermo gun. This is going to tell me if there is any spots on this tray that is not warm. So looks good. Then I also like to take a glove, and I am just going to check for cold spots. Everything feels warm. Yep. So this is powdered milk. So exciting, so fun. All right, check out that water content buildup. All on the sides of the freeze dryer machine. So we are going to defrost this, and it is going to go into defrost mode, and it's going to drain all of this water out there, and then in a couple hours, once it's all melted, we will be able to freeze dry something else. So we're going to take this powdered milk and we're going to put it in the jar. We're going to add an oxygen absorber to the jar, and then we're going to seal it up. All right. Just for context, I want you to realize what we did here. So I took a gallon of non-fat milk and I freeze dried it. So the starting weight was 137 ounces. So a gallon of milk is 137 ounces. When I'm done with freeze drying all of my milk, we weighed everything and it came to 15 ounces. So we removed 122 ounces of water. That means your gallon of milk is actually more water than it is milk. So 122 ounces of water, and we got 15 ounces of milk solid. So that's about 88% water and 11% solid milk. So I thought that was kind of interesting, kind of fun. But yeah, so 1 gallon of milk gave me 15 ounces of powdered milk. But when I reconstitute that, I'm going to put in the exact same amount of water that I removed if I was going to make milk, creamer, stuff like that. I could add less water if I want to make it more of a concentrate. Here is 2 trays of my non-fat powdered powdered milk. And I'm gonna add an oxygen absorber in here, and we're just gonna keep this on the shelf. And I'm gonna use this for baking and for my machine bread and all that good stuff. So we're just gonna add an oxygen absorber in there. And then, so we're gonna keep this just like that. And so that will keep it nice and dry. So this is how I'm gonna store it. This is not for long-term use. This is kind of for you for right away because it is in a clear jar. If I was going to be using this for long-term storage, I would be using a Mylar bag. So this is a Mylar bag. And so we added the content of the rest of the powder, freeze-dried, non-fat powdered milk. I'm gonna add an oxygen absorber into this bag, and then we're gonna heat seal it to keep it from going bad. So we're just gonna stick that in there. I like to use gloves because, you know, I don't want extra added germs into anything. So we're going to get as much air out of there as possible, and then I'm gonna heat seal this. Actually, I'm going to use my vacuum sealer. Yeah, give me one sec. All right, I love all my gadgets, but this one is one of my favorites. So this is going to vacuum seal my bag and heat seal it, and it's going to take all of the extra air out of my bag, so that way my milk, my powdered milk, stays fresh. So here we go. Alright, there you have it. It took all the air, extra air out of the bag, and then also heat sealed it. So this is going to stay good for 20, 50 years. It can stay good for an extremely long time. So love my vacuum sealer. It is amazing. Here we go. Non-fat milk powdered freeze-dried.
Just getting back.